Long story short, I moved back to Maine. Let's go spend some money.
Yep.
Morning YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tina. I am the Teacup Teacher and I'm going to be a 5th year teacher this year. I'm so excited, and it's like kind of sort of my golden year, but we're gonna get to that in just a minute. I have not vlogged a lot this summer, and there's good reasoning for that, but there's a couple things that I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about. First, I already filmed a sit-down video to talk to you guys and fill you in on what is new. However, I'll be completely honest, I don't have the time to sit and edit that and all of these classroom setup vlogs that I have planned. So because of that, I am just gonna fill you guys in on this video super fast. So just bear with me. If you are here for classroom stuff only, just fast forward until you don't see this blue wall anymore. So long story short, I moved back to Maine. You guys can just go ahead and call me Miss Moves a lot. Maybe that'll be my new YouTube name, because when I started this channel, I was moving from Maine to Alaska. I moved from Alaska back to Maine, moved from Maine to New Jersey, and now I'm going back to Maine. The reasoning, if you guys have followed my vlogs recently, you guys know that Dusty and I were doing long distance. So we started dating a little over a year ago. I was obviously here living in Maine, and then I took a job in New Jersey to be closer to my family. The game plan was for him to move down there, and we really had that plan in mind until April or so. If you guys are into economics or real estate or anything like that, you guys know that this market is terrible. We were losing out on house after house to people putting in $50,000 to $75,000 over asking full cash. We won't and will not compete with that. We want to make a sound financial decision and not an impulse buy. We moved back to my house in Maine. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you guys know these walls mean that I'm back in my house. He moved in Memorial Day weekend, and then I moved up literally the last day of school. So school got out at 3:15 and I booked it to Maine, and I have been here since. So like I said, the reasoning being, housing market absolutely stunk. In addition, we really kind of have this dream. Maddie's going crazy. We really have this dream of settling in Arizona one day, and long term, Maine made the most sense for us. So that's the second reason. The third reason being, I loved my school. I loved my job. I will be completely honest. I loved the salary down there. However, I have a job that I can do anywhere. I can work anywhere. And so can Dusty. Dusty, he's getting certified for personal training. He's a nutrition coach, so he's health and wellness and all of that. Technically, he could work anywhere. However, he works for a very small gym here in Maine, and they are doing amazing things. The gym is taking off. They are starting a podcast, and it's just the things that they are just kind of dipping their feet into. I didn't feel right kind of tearing him away from that. So me not being selfish for once in my life, it didn't feel right in my heart to take him away from something that he's so good at and so passionate about when I can teach from literally anywhere. So there is the background. Yesterday, I did find out that I'm 5th and 6th grade social studies and ELA. I was pretty bummed. However, I get 2 groups of kids, so I get to love twice the kids, which will be fun. Why did I start vlogging now? Well, that is because yesterday I went to my classroom. I ordered a bunch of stuff, which I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm so excited. And I am going to Walmart today to get some stuff for my classroom. I'm going to TJ Maxx today to get some stuff for my classroom. So I figured I would take you guys along with me, show you what I got, show you what is happening. I cannot set up my classroom yet because, I mean, technically I can, but I logistically can't. I actually fly into Philly 1 week from today on August 9th because all of my classroom stuff is still down in Jersey in my storage unit. So I'm flying down on the 9th, getting a U-Haul. I already have it reserved, and then I'm filling it up on the 9th, and I'm driving back up on the 10th, and I have until Friday to unload it. So if I'm tired, I can just drop it off at the school, call it a day. So, but yesterday I did go in, I took some measurements in my classroom, but let's get this show on the road because it is classroom setup 21, 22, and I'm so excited because if you guys saw my vlogs last year, my classroom was not me at all because I started the year with another teacher and was pandemic teaching. So fingers crossed that Delta doesn't send us home this year. I get my kids all year without masks, but we will see. So I'm gonna get some shoes on and okay, so the order, oh I like that song. The order of the events today. We're gonna go to Walmart first and then we will do TJ Maxx and then we'll do the grocery store. So let's get going. Let's go spend some money. Sorry, Dusty. But you did say that whatever made me happy for my classroom this year. So I won't take advantage of that. But we're gonna hit the road because I have stuff that I have to do today.
2 hours later.
I am the worst vlogger in the world. Did not vlog any of that. I was so in the zone and focused on shopping that I forgot. Whoa, wrong way. So yeah, I apologize, but I'm now headed to TJ Maxx. I'm gonna try to be better about one, how much I spend, because I've never spent that much money in Walmart before. Granted, 50 of it was household stuff, but I will show you everything that I got. I'm really excited, and I'm kind of changing my classroom up this year. I'm going with just a more natural, homey feel. I'm gonna go head to TJ Maxx. I'm going there for one thing and one thing only, and I'm not looking at anything else because that is mine and Dusty's store. Like, we go there and that's our thing. Like, TJ Maxx is literally like a date for us because we love it. But I'm gonna go drive to TJ Maxx and then hopefully I will remember to vlog for you guys a little bit. If not, I apologize, but I will show you my haul once I get home. TJ Maxx was a success. I spent enough for the day. Let me drive home and I will do a classroom haul for you. And then I will show you kind of what I'm doing this school year and how I am prepping in the meantime before I have all of my stuff here in Maine. Okay, just because it is so large, I don't want to take the rug into the house. I'm gonna show it to you in here because it's very cumbersome. I will get it into the house another day. It's about to like unleash rain. So I'm gonna show this to you super quick and then I will show you why I think this is gonna work this year. I got this rug. I have a black rug which will match this, and then it has like this baby blue color, this like grayish like cobalt blue color. It has this yellow color and that like rusty mauve rosy dust color, whatever you want to call it, dusty rose. So I really like this. I love the tassels. I think it's just fun. It's going to be like really cute in the reading area. I have a black chair. So I think it's going to work. Now I'm going to be making a tassel garland and this kind of worked perfectly, and you guys can give me your opinions. I think it's going to work though. I think I pulled this off somehow. Okay. So before I sit and show you the classroom haul, excuse the mess, I did want to show you this mirror I got. So this is one of those $6, I think it's like $6.44 from Walmart. It's one of those mirrors, so I picked this up. Hey Cam! I'm gonna hang this up. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Affirmation station. I never knew that that's what they were called. If you guys remember my first classroom in Maine, I did that on the mirror. Thank you for getting slobber all over it. Okay, I got, so yeah, $6.44, it's a decent size. That's what it looks like. So we're going to put this out here, that way it does not break. Now time for the haul from Walmart. That was all I got at TJ Maxx, you saw the rug. Walmart, I got a dog food bowl because somehow one of theirs went missing. So now we don't have a hole. They do need to go through and clean this because you guys can see all of the dog food in there and the spider webs. But let me get set up and then I will show you everything that I got from Wally World for my classroom for the 21-22 school year. And I'm so excited because we, as of right now, as long as nothing changes with Delta, we are still in person. Hello. So I am now going to show you everything that I got for my classroom today at Wally World, aka Walmart. I call it Wally World. Makes it sound less depressing because I don't love Walmart. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but I also don't want to drive an hour and a half to Target, so Walmart is all I have. Plus, they are significantly cheaper. I do have to give them credit for that. So let me grab the bag and let's do this. Also, you guys know that I am like the most unprofessional person when it comes to these sit down videos. So I'm gonna drink coffee, even though it says caliente, it's iced coffee. It's cold brew from my fridge, so. Okay, so first things first. I have always wanted table caddies and I've never found ones I like. Granted, I do want wood ones and I will keep my eye out. However, I don't know if I'm gonna find them where I live with the amount of time that I have left before school starts. So Walmart had these caddies. I know it's super bright, I'm sorry. Walmart had these caddies for $2 a piece. So I grabbed 5 of them. Really probably should have gotten one more, but I got the last 5 that they had. So again, these were $2. If I can find these online, I will link them down below. Oh, speaking of, everything that I buy, it will be listed down below. And if it's not available, it will say like comparable. So just a heads up. I did buy a pack of magnets. These are magnetic buttons. This comes with 52 of them. This is a little pricey. This was like $5, $6. But I use them in my house. I use them, like I will hot glue something to the front of them just to make them a little more aesthetically pleasing. But I did get a pack of those. I actually got alphabet magnets. So this is super weird with this light. Let me see if I can turn this down. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. I got these magnets. Believe it or not, these are not for my classroom. They are for my fridge downstairs because my boyfriend and I are like children. And honestly, once you hit 30, you find fun in random places. And I feel like these magnetic letters could bring us some joy. Who knows? I will be completely honest with you guys. I do teach in a predominantly white area. My first 2 years teaching here, I did not have a student of color. And it really breaks my heart because I come from a very racially diverse area in New Jersey. And it was just so beautiful seeing so many different cultures and skin colors and everything. Regardless of the fact, I don't know if I have any students of color or children of color, people of color this year, but regardless, I want my students to know that I am inclusive, no matter what. So I did pick up Colors of the World markers. I got 2 packs because I typically don't have any minorities, which is very heartbreaking, but still my students vary in color regardless. Myself, I am tanner. I don't look it right now, but I am 100% Cuban, so I am on the tanner side some of the year, and I'm sure some of my students are too. But I want my students to know that I think everyone is beautiful. So I picked up 2 packs of the markers. So this is 24 different colors. I'm gonna make it so you guys can see. They have the colors on the sides. So I got that. I got 2 of those. And then I did the same thing with the crayons. I really like the crayons is because they include eye colors. So I thought that that was super fun. There's like the little bit of that brown, the blue, and the green to include different eye colors. So I thought that that was really cool. I picked up some matte spray, so Rust-Oleum matte spray, there we go. I picked this up because if you guys don't know the trick about spraying your laminated items with this to kind of cut down and reduce that glare, this is a lifesaver, and I realized I did not have any. So I picked some up because I I laminated some things that need to be sprayed. So I got this in order to do that because I could not find my matte clear spray. I also picked up a 5 and 6 balloon, the inflatable balloons you guys see everywhere. So I picked up a giant 6. It was a 42-inch 6, I think it was. It didn't come with the stuff to inflate it, and I had a meltdown in the parking lot last night trying to take the thumbnail picture for this video. Granted, in my defense, I had literally just found out that I was teaching 5th and 6th grade, so I was kind of like, I guess, in shock a little bit. So I picked up 5 and 6, and then I figured I could put these in my classroom, and my kids can take pictures with it on the first day of school. And then I picked up some adhesive magnetic sheets from Walmart. And then the last one, and this is what I was talking about with the rug. I have made garland tassels, or tassel garlands in the past, and I wanted to make some for my new classroom this year. I have a white, gray, and black one, which if any of you are interested in, I can throw it together. I have all the tassels done. I just have to string it and put beads on it if you want it. If anybody wants a black, white, and gray tassel garland, let me know. I am more than willing to ship it to you. I'll come up with a price, nothing crazy, just to kind of replace what I spent on yarn. But I got a bunch of different colors, and the reason I think it's going to work with this rug is because I got all the colors unknowingly. So I bought all of these. These are not toys. They're not toys, Bubba. What are you doing? They're not toys. I know it looks like a tennis ball, but it's not. So I got this like sage brush green. Actually, I'm gonna turn this down, that way you guys can see. So that's more true to the color. So I got this like sage looking green. I got this like mustardy yellow, a blush pink, a like dusty rose color. Focus. There we go. This like off-white. And then I got, this was the most expensive one, but it's so beautiful. I got this like jean kind of blue. And the rug has these 4 colors. All of these are in that rug. And the rug was a little bit more than I wanted to spend. I was hoping to spend like 50. I ended up spending 80. But I feel like with the garland tassels, it's gonna work. And I know there are different textures. I think it's gonna add just a little fun to the tassel garland. But yeah, so that's everything that I got from Walmart today. I have a Target haul too, but I don't know if I want to show you guys just because I have already talked your ear off at this point. I can run down and just kind of grab things out of the bag here and there to show you, which I might actually just do real quick. That way all of you guys are kind of like informed. This will just be like a classroom haul video. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's all this is. We're gonna do a classroom haul video. Okay, so most of this that I'm gonna show you is Target. Some stuff is stuff that I stole from Dusty, and a couple things are things that I had around the house that I am now claiming for work purposes, because that's what teachers do. We steal stuff from home, we take it to work. So the one thing that I did claim from Dusty, because he used to use this when he did TikTok for work, is this little mini ring light. I'm gonna keep this at work and at my desk. If you've ever been to Cracker Barrel, you recognize these. This is that giant checkers. It's almost like a little mini rug with checker pieces. My parents bought me this when I was a kid, and I have not used it in many, many, many years, so I'm going to take it to work. My dog's getting crazy. They can use it if they have a little bit of free time or anything like that, indoor recess, whatever. I have 4 packs of dry erase color expo markers. There we go. I have 4 packs of these. If you guys have a Staples near you, they typically have a clearance section, and I have always gotten markers for 50 to 75% off. These were half off. I got this whole stack for $7, and this is why I love the Goodwill here in town. These all cost me $7, you guys. Seven! So yeah, check out Goodwill, secondhand stores. Yard sales are a great place to get books. I got the entire Harry Potter series for $2 for my classroom. So don't ever be afraid to buy used books. Kids don't care if they are brand new or if they are used, and it's better than them ending up in the dump. I picked up some more bins from Target Dollar Spot. I picked these up July 4th weekend. I got this light pink. I don't like pink. There we go. That's the color. I am not a pink person. However, I am kind of going with that lighter, airier look, and all I have are black bins. And I also picked up, these were also at Staples in the clearance section. These were about $3. It is a pack of 12 highlighters. And my students, I love when they use highlighters. Oh, I do have one more thing to show you that I got on Amazon, which I'm most excited about. Let me get all of this stuff put together, and then I will take you with me because we have to go on a field trip into my mudroom, which is right there. I ordered this on Amazon a while back. However, they're always on back order, so I've had this for a while. It's been sitting in my mudroom. It's still in the plastic, but I probably should take it apart and put it together, but I don't want to do that today just because I do have to like physically put it together. But I ordered, you're not gonna be able to see this. It's one of those carts. It's like a garden tote cart, a beach cart, whatever you want to call it. I do need to build this still before next week. I just have not tackled that project yet. Wheeling stuff in and out of classrooms, like, you guys know what it's like. You're making a million trips because you can only fit so much in your arms. You can't always find a dolly or a cart. Now I don't have to wait for someone else. I have a little wagon. I can use it around the house. I can use it around the garden if I'm hauling like trash or weeds or anything. So I picked that up. I will link that down below. I'm so excited to use it. Good morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday, August 3rd, and I was gonna say August 2nd, and I am getting ready to go run a couple errands. First up, I have to take trash to the dump, which I need to get going because I have a nail appointment with a friend of mine at 10:30, and then I am off to a town in southern Maine called Damariscotta because there is a teacher who is moving and she is giving away a cubicle storage like shelf that I was actually gonna purchase from IKEA when I flew into Philly next week. So she's selling it for half price and I'm gonna go buy it for half price because we're teachers and we need to save money. And obviously for my classroom haul yesterday, I need to save all of the money. Figured I would take you guys along today because it is still kind of classroom prep for classroom setup, if we want to call it that. So let's get this day started. Neat at all. Okay, you need to rip or not. Do whatever you want. Just work with me. Ugh. Okay, so I picked up the shelf. That is not the shelf that I bought. So when I got there, apparently she is a teacher. She is moving to North Carolina and they are taking nothing with them except their clothes. So she's like, I really just want to get rid of everything. Do you want another shelf and a paper shredder? And I was like, sure, why not? All right, I have a 45-minute drive home. So I'm gonna hit the road, get this unloaded, and then I gotta do some grad work. And I have a couple things that I'm working on for classroom decor and things such as that. So we're gonna head home and get some stuff done and be productive members of society. All right, so I am home now, so I'm gonna quickly show you what I got. Also ignore the mess of boxes. That's all stuff that we're getting rid of in a yard sale. So I originally went for this piece right here, which is the IKEA Calyx. It's the 2x2 like cubby storage. When I got there, she asked me if I had any need for this. And then she's like, do you need a paper shredder? And I was like, I don't know, maybe. So now I have a shredder, an extra shelf, and this. This is normally like close to $40 alone on IKEA's website. I got all of this for $20, so I am calling this a win. I worked on grad work. Kind of really want to get some of these banners out of the way. So I'm gonna put one together and we're gonna cross our fingers and toes that it goes well. All right, so you guys have a view of my two sleeping dogs. There's Maddie and that one is Cam. So enjoy the view. Okay, so I ended up wrapping a piece of tape around the end of the jute because it kept fraying. So we're gonna see if this string is easier. I have a feeling it will. You guys, it's done and I'm in love. I absolutely love the mixed texture. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I am loving it. This like spun look and then these like, you know, smoother looking ones. I am so happy. I still have to trim a couple pieces, but it is finished. Good morning, my lovely friends. It is Friday, August 6th. When I last vlogged on Wednesday, I anticipated that being the end of this vlog. However, I ended up working, because it was like a rainy, gross day yesterday, on a bunch of different things. So I'm gonna show you what I've been working on. I'm getting excited about school. I will be completely honest, I was dreading this upcoming school year. Last year, you guys know, pandemic teaching, it went well for me, but oh my word, it just burnt out. I almost want to call it like PTSD, just a traumatic experience in the sense of like stressed, overworked, underpaid, overwhelmed. Just, it was too much for teachers. Not being able to meet the needs of all of our students, because with teaching two cohorts in person and online at the same time, I had to have everything posted and ready to go. So if I went to go teach something and realized that my kids did not have a prerequisite skill, it was incredibly difficult to switch gears that quick. So I would have to push through, and then the next day I would go back and reteach anything that they needed to know. But those are like normal day-to-day decisions that we make in the classroom, but we were just unable to with teaching two cohorts simultaneously. There's my little spiel. But you will be able to see that I am starting to get excited about this upcoming school year because I have been working on school stuff. So my boyfriend is 2 years older than I am. I am 30, okay? Keep this in mind. The textbook that they have, he remembers it from when he was in middle school. So it's definitely dated. I will definitely use it for certain things. I can definitely see the value in it. However, going through a scope and sequences from other schools in Maine, as well as other schools in the nation, it definitely does not align to what I should be teaching, which is ancient civilizations and geography. So I will be covering ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, Greece, Rome, and then within those, I'm supposed to teach the 5 themes of geography, but I think I'm going to kind of embed that in each unit so they're getting it over and over, because I'm sure you guys know kids have zero concept of geography and location of anything. So I feel like that repetitive themes of geography will definitely help. With that being said, I'm going to show you everything that I've worked on. Let me get everything ready and then I will show you. A lot of these things are from TPT. I will link anything that was purchased off TPT down below because I just don't have the brain capacity to create my own things this year. Normally I would totally make these. However, as I mentioned previously, I am in a 6-month intensive graduate program through WGU, and I don't have the time, the energy, or the brain capacity to create everything from scratch. So these I did purchase. So these are just little positive quotes that I'll put up throughout the room. I think I'm gonna put these above the windows in my classroom, but they are all like just neutral colors, which I love. I don't really have a theme. I've noticed that a lot of the things I've been purchasing or making fall under like that boho aesthetic. However, after going to Arizona and falling in love with it, you'll definitely see that there's obviously like a cactusy desert neutrals type theme. Not intentional that it's also boho, but I feel like it just kind of works. I just like light and airy. So that was all one bundle off TPT. And then these are for a growth mindset board. So typically what it is you would post the fixed mindset, which is like on a smaller paper, and then you would post the growth mindset. I don't have that much bulletin board space this year, so I printed off just the positive growth mindset statements. And they are super cute. I love the colors. And then these, I did make these last night. I modeled these off ones that I found on TPT that just did not match kind of what I was going for. So these are grapes theory of ancient civilizations, that they were all based off of certain things. So geography, religion, achievements, politics, economy, and social structure. So I did work on these last night, and then these were all labels that I have already made. However, I just wanted to switch out the colors. So I need to laminate these still, but I'm not doing them only because I'm not sure which colors I'm going to end up needing. So I'm leaving those done because I don't want to waste a ton of laminating sheets. And I also redid my schedule or my date cards. So I've used these in the past. The problem is I do have a LaserJet printer. Clearly the toner needs replacing. However, I don't need them bad enough to replace the toner. Obviously, it still works if I'm just printing Word documents, but it's not really usable. I want true black background. So then I used my HP Instant Ink printer, which is inkjet, and I got blessed with these lovely little lines, which I had a feeling that would happen. So we are just going to nix these. Yes, I already have these. However, they drive me crazy because on the number cards, I learned the hard way that if you put the dots too close together, it doesn't really lay flat. So mine kind of bent and they curved. So I am going to redo these. These are from Teachers Pay Teachers. They don't have the writing at the top. I will say, I do want to add, and I kind of want to leave a review. I don't ever leave negative reviews, but I was not 100% satisfied, and maybe it's just me. These were shown with a specific font. I liked these because of the clip art and the font and the colors. It was the whole culmination of everything. It just worked. It was beautiful and it just flowed really well. When you purchased it, they are editable. However, it is a completely different font than is in the thumbnail and the preview. And I was not 100% pleased with that, and there was nowhere to find the font because she doesn't tell you what fonts she used. And I just feel like if something is going to be advertised, the font should be included. So, like I said, other than the font not being included, I love this product. So I will link them down below, but just keep that in mind if you do purchase it, the font is not included. So my first year in Maine, I attached vinyl to a mirror that was already like fixed in my classroom. There was no removing it. And then all of a sudden, like the affirmation station thing became a thing. So turns out that I had an affirmation station and didn't even know it. So I just went through and did all of these. I have my absolute favorite saying that I tell my students all the time before a test is I am worth more than a score. I tell this to my students every single time they go to take a test or a quiz, standardized test, anything. It could even be a pre-test. I tell them all the time that they are worth more than a score. So I was absolutely sure to include that because that is like my class motto. I repeat that to them all the time. Yeah, that is kind of a quick update on everything that I've been doing. And like I said, I'm really starting to get excited for the school year. So I am going to work on getting everything gathered in by the door that needs to be sprayed. That way when I come home, I can just set it up and be done. And then I need to get this table cleaned up. I'm gonna work on all of those things and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Alexa, play 90s hip hop. Gym. I stopped at Staples on my way home and let me show you what I got. For $1.79 with tax, I ended up having them print off these date cards. That way I can just laminate them and spray them and be done with it. Getting ready to go out and spray this stuff. I am taking out an old sheet with me. That way, I was gonna go stop and buy a tablecloth to put it down on my deck, but Dusty was like, do you have any old sheets? Because he's a genius. So I have an old top sheet from a set of fitted sheets that my dogs ripped, and I keep top sheets because you never know when you'll need them. Case and point. All right, guys, I'm done. It's not as hot as I thought it was. I'm not even sweating, so I'm really happy about that. Very ecstatic with how these came out. I will say, if you're gonna do this, I will warn you, the black, definitely, the colors aren't quite as rich. It kind of dulls them down just a little bit. That way you guys are aware in case you really need like bright, bold colors. Currently drying. All of those up there are pretty much dry. I just kind of slid them up the sheet as they finished up, but I mean there's sun hitting that and you can see it kind of really dulls it down. And this one, because the X's aren't needed, you can see the difference in glare. So I thought that that was pretty cool. You can really tell the difference there, and you can see, I mean, it's not, let me try to get it in the shade, it's not as deep of a black as I personally prefer, but at least my students will be able to see it no matter where they are. So I just finished spraying these. They are currently drying. Also, a word to the wise, if you do this, wipe off the dog hair before you start. I didn't realize that some of them had dog hair on them because my dog shed a lot, so, or I dropped it like on it while I was spray painting. So definitely make sure there's no dog hair. But I'm gonna start cleaning up the dry ones while these last few finish drying and get us all inside. That way I can be productive and work on schoolwork. Oh my God. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go get coffee.